All right, I believe we're live on YouTube. I believe Facebook is up and running. We're just going to make sure that we can see what's going on with ourselves. We've got people already on YouTube. We're 10 seconds in. We've got 3 people there. Just wait for Lucilla to bring up Facebook so we can see what's going on Facebook. And as soon as Facebook's up and running, I can say the magic words, good evening. Welcome to Saturn Dance Live on Facebook and YouTube. We are here once again. What's this? Week 37 in the Big Brother house? Okay, we've scared one person off on YouTube. Amazing. That's now gone down. We've got 2 people on Facebook Live, and one of them is us.
Let us know who you are, if you're watching, say hello, or if you can't hear us, let us know, or if you can't see us, let us know.
Oh, right, so do you know what? I'm looking, and it tells us on Facebook there's people watching, but it doesn't tell us who is watching. No, we haven't got a clue who's watching.
We've only got 3
at the moment. Oh, Viv. Jim and Viv are there. Oh, yeah. I reckon, Jim and Viv, you're going to love this evening. It's a bit of a brain teaser. Oh, Gwyneth is in. Paul and Gwyneth, excellent. Lovely to see you guys. And we've just, I think Paul and Gwyneth, I've mentioned you on Facebook, and YouTube just reduced by half.
Oh.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it? Oh. Do you think they're frightened of Gwyneth or Paul? Oh, they're back again. Oh, hey. No. I think they've changed their mind. They've come back. Right then, Ellen is in. Excellent. Oh, it's gone up in numbers. Oh, well done. Gwyneth and Paul have attracted people to YouTube. Fantastic. That's awesome. Right then, so we're just going to banter now for 5 minutes.
Just give people a minute or two just to join.
I'm going to be honest. Okay. I'm feeling a little nervous today because what was that?
I've got the lights on.
I've got lights on. Oh, that's better. That's better. Right. So yeah, I'm a little nervous today because we've got a little bit of wall sorted, and it might be hard. Yeah,
it's beautiful little bit of wall.
Beautiful.
It's quite advanced.
I love it.
And we love it, and I think we think you're going to love it.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit tricky.
It's quite tricky. So if you're up for a challenge, this will be nice. I love it. I think it's nice. Most of it is okay. Oh, Tam is on. Excellent. Oh, I got a question to ask Tam about our water.
Have you?
Yeah.
About our water?
Yeah.
Right.
Because we got a problem with our stopcock outside. And I want to speak to Tam about our stopcock.
And you're admitting that live.
Yeah.
Well, are you?
Yeah. So Tam, I gotta phone you later, or I gotta send you a message because I want some information. Watching on YouTube, but can't comment, so radio silence for a change from here on out. Oh, okay.
I wonder why there's nobody commenting on YouTube.
No one's commenting on YouTube.
We switched off comments today.
We haven't switched off. No, I can say something. So if I can comment, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write on here now, and I'm going to say, right, hello from us. There we go.
Did it work?
It worked. There we go. I've just said hello from us on YouTube. So that was very boring for anyone else. I'm waste, not clean. No use. Oh, Tam. Oh, Tam is waste.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Yeah, she's waste. She's not clean water. Okay. That's nice to know, Tam. Right, okay. Now, we've got to be a little bit romantic with this, boss, because it's really lovely.
It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Should we show you what we're doing?
Yeah, let's show you all of it, if I can remember it. So, here we go. We're going to start in promenade position, and we're going to dance a little running feather into a little lunge line here. And we're going to do what we call, I'm not saying foot lunge, it's an overswing. So we're going to just dance a little shape, and then we're going to come backwards, and we're going to do a little ronde into a slip pivot, and then we're going to do first 3 of a reverse turn. 1, 2, 3, into a weave and waltz time. 1, 2, 3, 1. But the last bit we're going to finish with the whisk or a hover. We're going to show you two variations. I tried one way earlier and Lucilla said, oh, she prefers a whisk. So we're having a little discussion.
And then the hover's even more difficult, and we all know a whisk. So it's a nice, easy thing to put at the end.
Yeah, it's a bit of back whisk on the end. And that's it.
It's quite short.
It's only, what was it, 6 bars?
Something like that.
Because we added the overswing.
Yeah.
It was 5. We got 6 bars. Okay, so we show you one more time, and then it's your go.
We will break it down.
So we've got a little running feather into a little overswing,
1, 2, 3,
into a little ronde, first reverse turn, into a little weaving wasp time, but we finish with a back whisk. It's a strange set of steps. You normally sort of choreograph those steps together in that order.
Well, we're not normally dancing in a tiny space like this.
But my thought is, if you're ever in that promenade position and you landed on your man's left, lady's right, and you're summoning your way in a bigger dance floor, but you can't go forward, you've got to go backwards. So what can we do? Well, we can hang around for a bit and do a lovely little shape and a lovely little line. And then if they're still in your way there, we need to go backwards, collect our partner. So just bringing Lucilla around in front of me. And then we might be able to wiggle some space, but then we're going in the wrong direction. So we need to now get back and reset so that we can dance what we wanted to do in the first place.
I hope that everyone's got enough room to do this, because it's taking up a good part of our living room, isn't it, down to here? So it's from about the sofa, so it's actually taking up quite a lot of space. So you might have to do it very small.
Yeah, we can dance it. We could dance it smaller if we wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, if we went absolutely and wellied it, the furthest we're going to get, 1 and 2, 3 is there. What's that? 4 meters? And that's if we welly it and we absolutely put the beams into it. If we do it really teeny tiny, we can do it in half that distance. So we end up dancing 1 and 2, 3, and then we've danced a good metre and a half less. Okay, and that would be enough. So you can fit it in. Okay, you can fit it in. Now, should we have a little look at this first one? We've danced it away from camera.
Yeah, let's show you the steps. So we've got, it's called a running feather.
Yeah.
And it's really easy for the feather. Feather steps are just...
The running feather for the fella is a running step.
It's just sort of running forwards, isn't it?
There's 2 options. You can whisk it. Oh, mum's in. Hello, mum. You can whisk it and take a step behind, or you can just run through forward, 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 forward. I prefer the forward, 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 because it gives Lucilla all the freedom to do all the lovely shapy bits. Okay, so all I'm doing from a promenade position, what I tend to do with promenade, I tend to step on the bar before, count 1 on my right foot, I hover for count 2, and then I take a little floated side step on count 3, and that's all, like, just my preparation. So I end up dancing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going through on my right foot, and I'm gonna dance 1 and 2, 3. So we got a 3-beat bar, 1, 2, 3, normal waltz time, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But we're going to put an extra step in it, and it's going to be 1 and 2, 3. So you've got half a beat, a whole beat, and a whole beat. 1 and 2, 3. Okay. So all of that, 1, 2, 3. Preparation, hover, 3, 1 and 2, 3. And the 3 steps on the end are going to be toe, 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 flatten on the end. The first step is a heel, okay? And then Lucilla's steps.
So I'm doing the same preparation step, coming back on my left, 1, 2, and then 3 back out to promenade position, just to get moving together. And I'm going to step through on my left, 1 to step to the side, 2, I'm turning because I'm going to take a backward step behind, 3, and then back to promenade position, 4. So it's like a little zigzag step. I'll show you sideways so you can see.
Oh, blimey.
Sorry, you're going to step right in front of you here.
Yeah.
So from sideways.
Oh, Louisa's in as well. Hello, Louisa. You like this. You like this one.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. Okay. When we're doing the 1 and 2, 3, for both man and lady, try to keep doing your normal waltz, rise and fall. So you're going to go forward on a heel to start with. 1, and then everything else is going to be toes. And 2, high up on the toe. 3, and then as you come down at the end, we're going to lower right down into a knee.
Yeah.
Okay, bend the knee a bit more than you would normally, because we're going to stop there and do some lovely shaping.
And it's a really gradual rise as you're rising up through that 1 and 2, 3. Okay, so it's down on the 1, start to rise at the end of 1, go up a little bit on the and, bring your foot through for the next one, a little bit more, and then you're up as high as you're possibly going to be there, and then you just start to lower on the end of our last step. Okay, if we dance it the other way so the fellas can see me, we're going in that direction, and we're going to dance 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. Okay. Now, in real classes where we've got people to speak to, I have taught this in 2 different ways for the fellas. So you will have noticed Lucilla doing this lovely little whisk behind. I've also taught it so that the men can do the same as well if they like. I prefer to do the straight run, as I've said, but if you want to do a little bit of extra, then there's no reason why you couldn't dance out 1 and cross behind and step out onto the left foot. It doesn't really make a difference. Make a difference to the end position. Doesn't make a difference to the beginning position. It's just preference. If you prefer to do the extra fancy little step behind, do it. If you prefer to do the little run and let the lady do all her glory, brilliant. So either 1 and 2, 3, straight into a wall. Try to avoid walls. Oh, we haven't mentioned health and safety stuff.
Oh yeah.
Don't fall over. Don't hurt yourselves.
Don't bump into anything.
Don't bump into anything. Don't knock anything over. Push the cats outside, and the dogs, and the hamsters, and the giraffes.
Giraffes?
What, do you know? Some people might have giraffes.
Really bored during lockdown.
Yeah. Have you not seen the film Born Free? Gorillas in the Mist.
I don't think there were any giraffes in Born Free, were there?
No, Born Free was lions. Gorillas in the Mist was gorillas.
Gorillas, yeah.
Yeah. There's bound to be someone with a giraffe as a pet.
You think they're going to have to?
They're less violent, aren't they, than lions?
You just need a very tall house.
Then you put them in a garden. They'd be outdoor giraffes.
Well, then you wouldn't trip over them if you did ballroom in your living room.
They might be in the garden dancing.
The giraffe.
Make sure you. No, the giraffes are not dancing. What planet are you on? You're all a bit bonkers, you are.
Talk about giraffes.
Yeah, ballet. The giraffe that does ballet, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the kids have got a giraffe dancing book.
Anyway.
Totally off on a tangent.
That's a weird tangent. I think this is something Phil tries to do, and I never know what it is he wants, making a bit more sense now. Oh, we're always happy to help, Louisa. Oh, we've got comments on YouTube as well. We've got, funny enough, Philip Lawrence is on YouTube. Louisa, you want to meet Phil? He's on YouTube. Speak to each other. It looks like Jen's on as well. Evening, Jen. Right, so let's show you this one more time, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. And we're going to just soften the standing leg. My left, Lucilla's right. Soften the standing leg.
Let's do it across the
And there, you there.
all different directions.
Yeah. Ready. And a 1 and 2, 3. And then I'm just going to drop into that knee there. As we go the other way, as we drop into the standing leg, the other leg should be pointing and extending further away. Okay, so we're not just going to bend the knee and leave this one there. You're going to bend the knee and that one's going to extend further out. And Lucilla will do the same thing. So if I get Lucilla in front of me, when she lands on 1, 2, 3, so you get 1 and 2, 3. As she softens, bends this standing leg, the other leg just extends out. And we're slowly going to be starting to move that way into the next step. Okay? I think this is the tricky bit.
This is the hardest bit.
Okay, so we're going to spend as long as we can on this, as long as we've got. And 1 1 and 2, 3. And the fella's going to be really pleased next because we don't actually do a great deal for the next 3 counts. We pretty much stand there and let the ladies do all the action. So I might as well go for a pint now.
We're actually not going to move our feet, but we are going to do some body shaping. So we're going to do some shaping through the head and the body. So we're going to be in this position with your right leg bent, your left one is pointed, and as Darren was saying, as you bend the knee, you're going to just make sure the other one slides across the floor so you don't end up in a position like that. So you want it to look very graceful. And you probably would have also noticed I'm leaning over slightly in that direction over that way because I was in promenade position, so head position is going to be to the right, promenade position. I can't decide with this, Dad. It depends on you, really, whether you want to do a head turn in the middle of it, because as you cross behind, you can turn the head. So 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. So that time I brought the head over and back. But it does make it more complicated. So if you just want to keep it simple, just keep the head to the right. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. Okay, bend down the knee, stretch. So you're going to stretch across here. Okay, stretch like that, and the head is going to be chin lifted, looking right over to the side. So we're here, stretching, lifting up through here, just bending the knee. Don't allow yourself to slouch or come forward. You want to be really nice and lifted up here. Okay, lift your rib cage up here, and then look out to that side. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the arms. So your arms are going to rotate like this. Okay, so you're rotating around like that. As you're standing in that position, you're going to rotate your arms a little bit. Okay, and as you do that, you'll also turn your head. So here we go. Rotate and come back. Not too far. You don't want to open out so far that you lose your partner. You're just going to rotate slowly, bring the head over, and then we're going to bring our weight over to our left in the nick of time because my right leg is starting to hurt now.
Now, be careful on this rotation of arm because it's not, we're not doing that. It's coming through the body. Okay, so the man is in that position. He's just going to bring the right hip in forwards and the left hip is going out a little bit to there. Okay, so again, it's all fixed. My arms are only moving because they're attached to my body. So I'm not going to be doing this with my arms. I'm actually going to be bending my left knee a bit more and I'm going to drop my hip in. So you end up dancing 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm just starting to move backwards on 3. And then as we dance the first beat of the next bar, 1. Stepping back onto the right foot. Lady, step back onto the left foot.
As you step back onto the left foot, we're going to do a ronde, okay, with our other foot, the one we've just been on. So for the ladies, we're ronding with our right. And for the fellas, you're ronding with your left. A ronde is where you just keep your toe pointed and draw a little circle on the floor around like that. So as you come around, draw a little circle around to there. Okay? So that's what a ronde is. Draw a circle on the floor, and then you're going to step on it in that whisk position.
Yeah.
Okay, as you come into the next step. So you got from the beginning.
Oh, hang
on. 1, 2, 3. Promenade. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2. Start to move. 3. But then don't get there till 1, and then ronde 2.
Yeah.
We'll stop there.
Stop there. So if we dance it towards you this time, again, we're going to dance away from each other for now. So we get 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now, we are counting this, and yeah, you're going to start turning back.
I'm turning back because I've got from there, and then I turn like that, but then I turn back. Yeah. So I can step onto my left. Yeah. And then ronde around. Yeah. So I haven't actually got very long.
No, no.
So I'm doing from this direction. From this direction, I'll do 1, 2, 3, and start to move. 1. So we're going to go a little early just to balance ourselves. We want to get on our weight on that left foot on 1. But we found when we're dancing it earlier, if you don't start to move earlier, quite early there, then you end up late and behind the beat. So you'll end up with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
As I said earlier to Lucilla, you truncate the beat slightly. And you were impressed with truncate.
Truncate's a very posh word, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the only posh word I know. Now, if we dance it away from the camera, you should be able to see what we're doing with the ronde.
Exactly.
So we dance 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then what I'm going to do now, once I've stepped on 2 on my right foot, I'm now going to take a little step behind on my right foot. 3.
And I'm going to take a step forward on my left.
In line with me. Okay, so that's an inline partner step there. And believe it or not, that's halfway through.
I actually think the first bit is really hard with the 1 and 2, 3, but this bit is also very hard because of the body shaping that we normally do. We don't look at that very much in class.
It's quite a difficult concept to teach online as well because we can't see what you're all doing. So yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Now, with the partner, this is what we're going to get. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we get to there. And I've stepped onto my right. I've left my left foot in front because the next one is forwards onto my left foot. Okay, so we'll do that again, same thing. And then we'll try this with a bit of music and we'll do it millions and millions and millions of times.
We'll have to do it we'll do it in a few different angles as well so you can see.
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we dance it towards camera.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to do it across both ways.
I'd like to know how people are getting on with this. I'm wondering whether brains have exploded already. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we should try some music.
Can we do it that way?
You want to do it that way? Yeah.
So people can follow the lady steps.
Yeah.
As well.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm ready to dance forwards at that point. Okay. And again, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ready to dance into the next one.
I've just had a thought. If you're struggling with the head positions, you can just leave your head
just leave it there.
To the right, for ladies. So to simplify it, just to make sure that you've got the steps first, you can always come back and put the head in.
Towards camera?
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Oh, okay, we do it on an angle. Do it that way.
That way, then.
See head
You
positions.
can see my head. Well, you can see my head position. You can see my feet. So I'm just going to keep my head to the right the whole way through this time. And 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Just
3.
turn back
and
to the left.
Turn
there.
it back to the left just on that last step. Okay. So that is much easier in terms of your head and your body position. So if you've never done any sort of sway or any of these slightly more advanced positions in the waltz, stick with that. Head right, get through all the steps, okay? And when you're comfortable with the steps, you can start to put a little bit more the head going to the right, head going to the left, and stretching your body one side and the other.
Keep it nice and simple for the fellas. Keep your head left. Simple as that. Either left or more left.
Just make sure you're standing up really nicely and you've got your weight forward over the balls of your feet, because that will make this much easier. If you bring your weight over your heels, you're going to find it much more difficult to balance.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. So give yourself some time with this one. Don't be too harsh if you're not getting it first time. Now, let's try some music.
Let us know as well how you're getting on with it. If there's any bits you've got questions about, let us know. Type us some comments.
Here we go. So music's on. We'll give this a whirl. We're going to dance it in 4 directions so you can see what it's like. We'll count it in after 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If we dance it towards you. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Into the next one. And again, we're going to go across the room this time. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. One more time. We'll go across. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay. Let us know how everyone is feeling about that. My mother just said very elegant. Is that me, you, or mum that's very elegant?
I think that's us.
Us.
Or maybe the routine.
You're trying to say my mum's not very elegant?
That wasn't what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking it's a very elegant waltz routine.
It is very elegant waltz routine. So have we got anyone on YouTube who are able to do this and are enjoying? Have we got anyone on Facebook that have got this? Or have you all just gone, because this is a tricky one.
It's a Monday and people might be in a situation where their heads are almost exploded before they switched on the dance class today.
We're getting very little love.
I think people are concentrating very hard.
I think people are really concentrating, yeah. You and Lucilla, and no, I'm not very elegant. Oh, man, you're very harsh on yourself. And Gwyneth are not very, you were very elegant. Paul's one of the most elegant men I know.
Sorry, you shouldn't laugh.
That was very cruel little bit of laughter. I think Paul is exceptionally elegant.
It's just your expression.
When he dances with Gwyneth, I think it's beautiful. So, now, that is very tricky. I reckon a few people will have to practice that a lot. It's taken me a while to sort of figure out the nice little intricacies on it. Oh, for some reason our comments have stuck. So we got more comments. Oh, lots of new comments. Oh, blimey. Right, what does it say? That last step is tricky. Yeah, it's called a slip pivot.
Yeah, we haven't even been over that, and we need to go over that again.
Oh, Tam, after me saying your waist are not clean, you've just gone and said, we're really pretty when we dance. That's really nice of you. Thanks very much, Tam.
I'm going to say now.
Oh, we love you all. We love you all. Right, Dan. Oh, we've got a YouTube message as well. We've got Phil saying, timing from the sway to ronda.
Ronde.
I think, yeah, it's supposed to be a ronde.
Yeah, I think we might have done the timing slightly differently each time we danced it that time.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we did.
We're massaging the timing to make it work. So, the timing we've got is 1 and 2, 3. And then we've got the timing of the next bit is 1, 2, 3. And then on 3.5, I'm just starting to move back onto my right foot, but I'm then stepping 1, 2, 3. And there's the timing. Okay, so if we do that again, and we'll come a little bit closer. So you can't see us at the beginning, but you'll be able to see us a bit closer when we do the rest of it.
Judith is joined. She likes the routine.
Oh, hello, Judith.
Yeah, it's a lovely routine.
Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, and that soften into the knee there straight away. 3. You don't want it to be a heavy land. You want it to be a nice gentle lowering there, and then we got all the shapes going on the next 1, 2, 3. So you got 1, 2, 3, and so let's come back. And now we're going to dance 1, 2, 3. I think another little tricky thing is there, not only have you got to do the ronde on 2, but you've got to do the ronde and step on 2. Okay? The ronde happens between 1 and stepping on 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 is there. That's where it lands. So as soon as you've taken your weight 1 onto the right foot or lady's left foot, the other foot responds. So you can step on 2. Okay, so that is quite tricky.
I think the other tricky thing is doing that really fast bit where you end up going
1 and 2, 3.
1 and 2, 3, and then you stop. You don't do any steps.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then this step is going to be 1. And you've got to move a little early just to get there in time to do your ronde. So you end up doing 1 and 2, 3. Wait, 2, 3. Start to move. 1.
No, 2.
2.
We went wrong then. Yeah, go again.
1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it without any nuances. I'm going to do it stompy so you can see.
Hello, Jonas.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to do it stompy now so you can see the timing. 1 and 2, 3. Wait, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the timing. Stomping.
That's what it looks like if you're wearing wellies.
But if you get that, stomping it out and getting the timing,
Yeah.
you can always smooth it out and make it elegant later. Can't you?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Indeed, yes, you can.
So let's go over again. I also want to go over that slip pivot right at the end because we haven't mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
We just said, oh, there's another step there. But we'll look at that too.
Right, okay, so if we do it all, yeah, without a partner. So you get 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. I reckon everyone's all right with that. No one yet has mentioned that bit there. And now you've got all the shapes. 1, 2, 3. Now we got 1, 2. And now what we're going to do here, fellas, with the right foot, we're going to take it backwards and turn the toe inwards. Like that. It looks weird if you stop. Okay, we just want to get a little bit of turn. So you just turn the toe into there. And it's an invite. So as we take that foot backwards, we're inviting the lady's foot to dance into that gap there. Ooh, Ellen has said stomping worked for me. Yeah, you just got to sometimes just really...
Just got to stomp it sometimes.
You got to dance ugly sometimes to get it right. It sounds awful. You got to dance ugly, get the steps right, and then you can soften off the edges later on. Yeah.
Can I give a tip about this step that you're doing, the slip pivot with a man?
Yeah, it looks like
your toe turns in.
Yeah.
I think it's like drawing a little C shape on the floor because your foot does have to come in and past your other foot. Otherwise, you end up with it over there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want your feet too far apart. So it's like drawing a little C shape on the floor. Can you see that? Little C shape like that. So you're going to end up drawing a little C shape. And as you do, because your toes turned in, you're actually turning your body as well. So that's the purpose of turning the toe in. Toe turns in like this, body goes with it, okay? Because you don't want to just turn your toe in like that, like, and not turn your body, otherwise you end up twisted. So do make sure as you're turning your toe in, you're also turning the body to match, and as soon as you've stepped onto it, then you've completed that turn, okay? So that's for the men's steps. The lady steps there, we've just done 1 and 2, 3, wait, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm in this position now with my legs crossed. I'm going to show you this way.
Tight together, legs and feet tight together.
All right, so I've got tight together legs. I'm going to put £20 note in between my knees there. And now I'm going to do the next step without losing my £20 note. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. Pressing behind, £20 note in there. Got to try and step forward now without losing my £20 note. So what it means I've got to do is do a little pivot on my back foot and then step forward like that. Okay, haven't lost my £20 note, but no gap, no daylight.
So go and get £20 note. You've got it in your house.
Yeah, I have actually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of tonight. I'll get one in a minute. So we've got, I'll show you sideways. We got 1 and 2, 3. I'm taking an extra step. 1 and 2, 3. Wait, 2, 3, 1, 2. So to make sure nice big ronde, but as soon as you're on 2, you've got those knees together and then you're turning to your left, okay? Anti-clockwise, forwards.
And notice there's a little bit of a pivot on the ball of, what foot is it?
My right foot. My back foot, my right foot. In order to be able to take that step forward without losing my 20-pound note, I have to pivot on my back foot so I can step forwards, okay? And I'm going to put my weight onto it because then I'm going to go backwards on the right foot. Then I've completed that. That's the 20-pound note challenge. If you could just do that step, keep your 20-pound note, then the next step, it doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
If you lose it because you've completed the 20-pound note challenge. You don't have to do the rest of the routine like this.
And mother's, oh mother, no, you don't need your wellies, mum, and you'll be lucky. We've only got one 20-pound note now to last us for the rest of lockdown.
No one's accepting cash anyway, so.
Yeah. We can't even, might as well put in a museum or frame it and put it on the wall, but last 20-pound note. Right.
Go get one.
No, no, you're 20. No, we do, just carry on dancing. We're just trying to show off.
Ooh, we got a
Right, so should we try this a couple more times with music and then do the next bit? Because we've now spent all the time we got on the most difficult bit.
Easy.
Yeah. So let's try this with some music. What's everyone think of our music today? Because I was in an R as to whether or not we should play this one, but it is quite nice.
It's just that bit on the end. So after you've done 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Try again from the beginning. Right, we're going to do it in 4 directions again. Have another little go with some music. From the beginning, we're going this way first. And 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've done that bit, yeah. Okay, and then we go in the other way. Mum says it's very gentle music. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we dance it this way across the room. Okay. After 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Naomi loves the music. Good music, yeah, we do it. Excellent, good. Okay. One last time across the room. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No. Important news. Lucilla's got something to mention.
I have.
It looks like Heather's on again because she's reacted to our video and it never comes up and says Heather's on.
Oh,
so hello Heather on Facebook.
No, it never tells us.
Yeah,
Really
never
good
tells us.
answers.
It's like you're like sort of sneaking in through the back door somehow. Music sounds like a Disney princess just fell in love with her prince.
That's actually, yeah, it sounds very romantic. Oh, it's lovely, the music. That's what the waltz is like. Anyway, important thing I was going to
Who can
mention.
I be romantic with? My mum's asking. I don't care. Be romantic with anyone. Be romantic with a postman. Nothing don't go around anymore, my mum does.
Can I mention the important thing I was going to mention?
Yeah.
Like ages ago. It's just about the relation, where your feet are in relation to your partner's feet at the end. So in that slip pivot, the bit that we were talking about where you mustn't lose your 20-pound notes and you step forward. Ladies, you've got to turn, pivot, and step in between your partner's feet there. So if you are dancing with a partner, I know we've got a couple of couples on today, you're going to be dancing this together.
Well, you don't know, they might be arguing, they might not be dancing together. Lockdown might have been enough for them.
This might sort out the argument, you know. No, it's not. It's your fault.
Which way do you want me?
I don't know. That way. Should we go down that way?
We can go wherever, whichever you want.
1,
so go.
2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and here I'm actually going to follow.
This is going to be 3 here.
Here, look, I'm going to follow Darren's toe. So Darren's doing his little toe turns in thing. I'm following it, but obviously making sure that I don't bring my legs apart, so I'm not losing that 20-pound note. And then I'm going to step onto it and keep turning and still don't lose 20-pound note. I don't know if you can see that.
And a part of the trick for the fellas is to leave the body with the lady. So you dance 1, 2, and then I'm taking that foot there, but my body is waiting for Lucilla to come around with me.
There's a lot of turn there, and when we've done that in class, people have found that really tricky to do together, because what tends to happen is
man goes, leaves lady.
Yeah, that's right, and you don't end up. So he goes, and then the lady ends up doing her step outside over here. And that's not where we want to be, because we're going to end up behind our partner if we do that. So we've got to make sure, firstly, fellas, wait for your partner.
Wait.
And secondly, ladies, go right in between your partner's feet.
Yeah. Okay. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, wait.
Step onto it. And keep turning.
Okay. Mum says you've got to keep hold of your £20 note, otherwise I'll grab it. She's got to say, I'm money grabbing now. Oh, what? Right, so next bit. Okay, we've done that to death now. Okay.
That is the hardest bit. Everything else after this is easier.
Hopefully, is easier, and it's basically three more bars of music.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the first 3 bars of music, once we've done the little slip pivot 3, forwards man's left, ladies back right, normal, first 3 of the reverse turns. If it turns to the left, walk, side, close. Forward for the man, back for the ladies. We end up getting 1, 2, 3. Change weight on the close there.
Normal reverse
easy.
turn.
Normal reverse turn. It's one of the early things we dance when we teach waltz. Okay? You've just danced a lovely little slip pivot. Count 3, and it's forwards for the man's left, ladies for the backwards. Ladies for the backwards on the right.
Rearrange
the words, make a sentence. And 1, 2, 3. Now, from here, we're going to do what we call a weaving waltz time. Okay? It's a little back check for the fellas on the right, and the ladies go forwards on the left. So we dance, check, and it still sort of rotates a little bit left. This checked. Now I'm going to replace my weight and go forwards 2, and I'm going to go sideways as Lucilla goes sideways 3. Okay, and now Lucilla's going to go forwards outside partner, and we're going to finish off with a back whisk. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, and that gets us into a whisk position or promenade. Promenade and whisk are very similar positions. So it's as easy as that.
Are you all right?
It's as easy as that.
You sound drunk now.
Right. I thought I was like one of the what's the name? Scouts. Who did the Scousers in 1980s? Oh, you didn't watch television in the 1980s? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't. It was like one of them. Anyway.
Someone else will be able to tell you.
Yeah.
Right? Someone will know like that.
Was it Harry Enfield? Might be. You don't even know what Harry Enfield is, do you?
I do.
Okay, so we just done 1, 2, 3 to there. Forwards my left. Lucilla's back was right. First 3 of a reverse turn. 1, 2, 3. Continue backwards for the man on the right. Ladies forwards left. Check. Replace. Sidestep. So check. Keep turning. Whoop, replace and sidestep. And now ladies going to step forwards outside partner, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 into a whisk. Oh, it was Harry Enfield. Thanks, Mum. I knew you knew.
I don't know. Let's do that at a different angle.
Yeah. So if we've just done the slip pivot that way around, I'm going to replace my weight forwards onto my left. So let's go backwards right.
Back right.
We're going to dance 1 side close. Check. Check. Replace and back whisk crossing behind. Okay. If we do it again in that direction, we end up getting 1, yeah, and 1, 2, 3, check, replace, and 1 back whisk. Okay, can you do sideways?
Yeah.
This way sideways. So I've just done my slip pivot. Blah, 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 blah. Today I'm going forwards left, instead of going backwards right, and 1, 2, 3, check, replace, and 1 whisk and behind into a wall. Okay, we go it the other way. You can see it all directions. So I'm going forwards on my left, instead of going backwards on the right. We get 1, 2, 3, check, replace, into a whisk, 1, cross, behind to there. I suppose we better show you what this looks like with a partner, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully. Have you got those stats? Has everyone
Just,
got the last bit? Because it's a little bit simple, a lot simpler.
It's a lot simpler, okay.
And we have taught weaving whilst time before.
Yeah.
And we have.
I don't think we've done it on you.
Whisk.
Have we done it online?
Yeah, we've done it. One of our waltz routines on weaving whilst time. And a couple of weeks ago now.
We've done reverse turns.
We've done reverse
loads.
Turns. They're quite.
We've done
basic and
back whisk.
you know,
loads.
Yeah, everyone should know how to do whisk from class.
So I'd still like to see everyone dancing this. I'd still like to get videos of people.
Yeah,
people are very reluctant to film themselves.
Yes, I've noticed that. It's been really interesting actually because sent out a survey last week and a reminder this morning to complete it. We've had quite a few people come back to us now with this survey. Do complete it if you haven't already. Let us know what you think. And quite a lot of people are reluctant to do any sort of video conferencing style class. Some people are up for it. Yeah. A lot of people are like, I'm not sure I want you to see me when I'm dancing.
Which is strange because they come to dance classes in real life.
You kind of hide in the group, can't you?
Yeah, but when you got 20 people on a screen as well, it's like a little tiny little box. You can't really see a great deal.
No, but it's much more confrontational. So it's like you're doing a dance class, like everyone's staring at each other like that. It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Right then, so those last 3 bars of music with a partner, okay? So I've just done my little slip pivot backwards on my right. So let's just step into me on the left, and we're going to dance 1, 2, 3, and check, replace, into a whisk, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we can start again from there. It's a little bit more weird from this position because we are in a whisk position, but nothing's stopping me now dancing out of there. 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Check back, 1, 2, whisk, 1, 2, 3. Now a variation on that, I'm going to give you the variation because Lucilla prefers the whisk. And I'm dancing
easier. Yeah.
And I'm dancing a hover as long as I find that Lucilla's balanced. So that's not an insult to Lucilla, by the way.
Option 2. This is option 2.
Yeah. So
instead of the whisk.
So if I did reverse turn, I check backwards right foot, check, replace, and out. At the moment from here we're doing a back whisk. But what I could do here is take a step backwards on my left foot, 1, same as normal. Take a step onto my right foot, same as normal. But instead of whisking behind with the left foot, what I can do here is do a little brush tap, hover, and then step back into promenade position onto my left foot. Okay, so I'd end up dancing. What am I dancing? 1, 2, 3, check, replace, and 1, hover, out.
Depends how much space.
And it's up to you. It's up to you. Yeah, it depends on how much space you got. If you're a little less balanced coming onto your second step before the end, onto your right foot, lady's left foot, then you might feel that the whisk just catches you. Shouldn't need it, but it just catches you, and it's a nice little backup plan.
The lady steps there, if you want to do the hover, is going to be, instead of going forward to the side and across behind, 1, 2, 3 for the whisk, you would do 1, 2, 3. Okay, stay up in the toe there. You brush tap. So by brush tap, it's the man and the lady both doing brush tap. And what we mean by that is that you're going to bring your foot in, just trace it on the floor. So no weight, you're going to bring it in to just tap your other foot and then bring it back out again. So it goes in and out without changing the weight, without closing and changing weight like you normally would in the whisk. Let me show you that again. So 1, 2, 3. I find it quite tricky as lady because you've got a change and you've got a head change as well. So it is more difficult to balance doing this. So you'd be 1 with your head left, 2, and then you bring your head over to the right as you do your hover. And that is much more tricky to balance in that position, especially as you're up on your toes at that point as well.
The turn of the head position, though, will encourage your body weight and balance to drop back onto a forward position, to promenade position.
So yeah, this one is really only to do if you've got very good balance and you're finding this routine is not too tricky. Otherwise, I would stick with the back whisk.
Stick with the whisk.
Which gives you, it balance.
We got down right there. We better try this with a bit of music from the beginning.
So has everyone managed to put this together now from the beginning? So I'm not sure we've shown you in all the different directions, have we? So it might be a bit difficult to follow. So we do it from up here.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, run and run. Run. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Side together. Check. Replace into a whisk. 1, 2. We do it again. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This time we'll do the little hover and 1, hover and 1 and 2, 3. Do you know what? I knew it. Jim and Viv have just put a lovely comment on. We absolutely love it. Hot, 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 hot. We might look like ducks, but we hope to turn into swans.
Oh,
and do you know what? I knew Viv and Jim would love this. I knew it. As soon as we did it, I thought, oh, they're going to love this. As soon as I turned it. But I have no doubt you look like swans already, guys. Come on. Yeah.
Let's do that a few different angles.
We'll do it this way around. We'll do it twice through. We'll do the first version with the whisk. We'll do the second version with the hover. Okay? And then we'll try it with some music. And 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whisk.
Into the whisk.
2, 3. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hover this time. 2, 3. 1.
Actually, if I turn my head a little earlier, then I can balance on the hover a bit more easily.
Yeah. The head position on that end bit, what he says on about here now is this bit where you come through at the very end. 1, 2. If that turns there, the weight of your head transfers from your left side to your right side, and it allows you to hover onto your right foot. Head position is really, really important with regards to balance.
Yeah, so with the whisk,
vital.
what I'm doing with the whisk is I'm keeping my head to the left, 1, 2, and then on the last step as I cross behind, I'm bringing my head over, 3, and then I can start off in that direction. What I'm doing with the hover is just turning that head position a little earlier. 1, keep it to the left. 2, start to turn it. So that you're already there by 3, you can change direction and have to balance. So turn your head on 2 instead of on 3.
Let's try some music.
Okay. Can we fit it in going across? Because it might be easier
Yeah, we can, but I need to open that door.
I'm just thinking of people following our steps and we're going on
well, I think we should dance away. People will be able to do it. We'll be all right.
Well, you probably noticed it turns, it does one complete sort of up and down of our room, so that we end up in the same place starting again. So hopefully that's happening with you as well.
Right, here we go. Let's give this a whirl. And we're doing it both directions, up and down the room. Okay, we'll start going away from you first of all. I don't know what I'm saying now. After 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And check. Replace in a whisk. 1, 2, and again. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Cross behind and 1. Now 1, 2. Hover this time. And 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Into a whisk. And there we go. If we dance it away, no, towards you this time. Okay, here we go again. 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, check, into a whisk, and again, go on, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and check, into the hopper, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, check, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Isn't that lovely?
All those head changes and the.
Do you know what?
Foot round. Oh, I love it.
We haven't had, I don't think we've had Gareth and Moira on yet on Facebook or YouTube. She would have been crying. Actually, Moira would have been crying. Is there anyone with a little tear now because of that?
Yeah, me.
You?
Lovely.
Is it?
That was lovely.
Oh, Mother reckons that was romantic.
It was. Yeah.
Stomping paint. Oh, well done, Ellen. I'm really pleased. Beautiful. It's one of my favourite dances. Thank you, Joseph. Oh, thanks very much, guys. Mum was crying.
Aww.
Mum was crying. Are you peeling onions again, Mum? Is that what it is? You're peeling onions. Yeah. Paul thinks he's elegant now. Paul, you are. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. Most elegant man I know. Don't know many men.
Oh.
Sorry, did I say that out loud then? Sorry, Paul.
That was good. This is a sort of routine though that makes you feel like you're incredibly elegant. I love it.
Mum's not peeling onions. On this lovely little bit where we got all the hob where we're standing still. Basically, fellas, stand up. Stand up. Just keep. It sounds really stupid. Keep your head on top of your shoulders and keep your head over your hip, which is over your knee, which is over your foot. Yeah, and it's all straight line there. Don't try and do too much. Just stay there. Let the ladies do all the work. Let them do all the shaping. Look all lovely.
Well, you need to go with them a little bit.
Go with them a little bit, go with them a little bit, but you know, if just at first, just get used to doing it.
I think this is one of those routines that if you, in your head, if you think that you look amazing, then you're actually going to dance it better because you're going to be like this. Oh yeah,
and you're going to get your head
up.
Again. Or is that Paul?
No, but you are. You're gonna stretch up. You're gonna lift your chin. You're gonna dance really proudly. You're gonna get all the lovely, elegant movements with your legs as well. And I think if you really believe that you're elegant, then you actually become elegant. So there you are. That's my little tip for today.
This is very worth practicing for the days that we can get back into a hall and all dance together. Because from a social dance point of view, it's a beautiful piece of dancing to get around a crowded floor. If I want to go in a direction, but obviously, as I mentioned at the very beginning, somebody's in your way, well, you need to do something to sort of keep dancing, but not go very far. Well, then I can't go anywhere. I'm going to go backwards. I give myself some space. I can do a little check. I'm going back to set up to now actually do what I wanted to do, which is continue down the floor at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Because the people who were in my way are now gone.
This is also the sort of thing, you know, when we're dancing at our social dances, and up one end we seem to have more space because there's no tables there. Yeah. And so in front of the stage, and so you get to that end, and most of the people are turning the corner, and there's a bit of space there, and you can kind of go, whoa, space! One end, space is over. Oh, we better go back that way now because that's the stage.
Yeah. So it's one of those sorts of things that you can start charging into gaps and stuff like that. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I loved it. I think it's a really nice piece of waltz. So, I mean, it sounds big-headed when I say that because I've done it, but I think it's a really nice piece of waltz. But I was really, really quite nervous teaching it because I thought, was this a bit too difficult?
Well done, everyone, if you had go at that.
We'd be very, very interested in people's feedback. So if this was too difficult, let us know it was too difficult, or if it was difficult but possible, that we want to know that as well. Or if it was just way out there, then again, tell us, let us know, so we can figure out the level, because it's really difficult to judge what we can do because we can't see how people are coping. Yes, no. So
actually, one of the advantages of having it recorded is that you can go back
Yeah,
and
yeah,
over it.
yeah.
Whereas sometimes people leave a class and they're like, I didn't get it and I don't remember it and I can't practice at home because I didn't get it. But you can actually go through it again if you need
Bye to Jim and Viv, they're leaving.
Bye.
Well done to Ellen, who says, thank you very much, great lesson. Really feel I achieved the right steps. Great, lovely.
Yeah,
Right then.
we gotta go now.
We're going to let
Time's
people
up.
go. We've got to make sure the boys get to bed before midnight, which is a struggle. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. It does cheer us up, knowing that we're coming on and we're going to get to see you. Well, not see you, but chat to you. We're just talking to the curtains. But anything else to say?
No, that's it.
Bye, everyone.
See you Wednesday.
Take care. See you Wednesday for a lovely bit of Latin. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.